Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth, and today we're playing Beacon Pines. Last time we got into an argument with Rolo, and we had a talk with our Gran, who is about to do something at the festival which is bad. What is it bad? Maybe it's going to be some kind of twist on that front, but we're going to the festival. The festival is today, I think, or tomorrow. The festival is imminent, either way. And it might be today. And we're going to go find Rolo and we're going to apologize. So let's go do that.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind.
We're going to go and buy Rolo a corn dog.
He had to find Rolo.
Where is Rolo? Oops. Rolo was annoyed with us because we decided to... Oh, hello. There you are. Luca. Rolo wants me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. Our goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Kick sand. Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So, I'm doing him this one favour. Now I need one favour from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Yeah, so Rolo got in a mood with us because we were hanging out with Beck instead of going to meet him in the treehouse. Space Adventure. Okay, go somewhere quiet. The treehouse. Surely. Oh, not that way. This way. Is he going to be up here? Oh, somewhere quiet. Oh. Oh, okay. Thought it might be hidden under there, but I guess not. Somewhere quiet.
Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rolo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Oh, I got pull. Pull.
While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Okay. I guess he's not at the treehouse. Oops. Where is somewhere quiet? There's the bully. We don't like him. Over here's probably quiet. Oh, library. Oh, that's where... Yes. The library. Somewhere quiet. Oh, nice music. Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. The first. Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rolo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Oh, Planet Farple, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay, let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. On planet Farpool, you may take issue when the 5th king dies. You'll need a tissue. What? Oh. I can tell you one thing. It's not out there. What you need to find is inside this library somewhere. And the 5th king dies.
Luca grabbed the 5 pillars of success from the shelf.
Was it simply this book that I accidentally picked up? Once you've got a book, you can either bring it here to me, or just grab a different one.
Luca grabbed the issue with self-help, a helpful guide, from the shelf.
Okay.
Luca grabbed 500 meals for 1 big pot from the shelf.
So far, I'm leaning towards 5 pillars.
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. Alright.
Luca grabbed the modern science of atomic radiation from the shelf. Luca grabbed natural photography, volume 5, from the shelf.
So it says... Planet Farpool. You may take issue when the 5th king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Maybe it's this? Is it this? Oh, let me down the stairs. Let me down. Ah, you found it.
Otto removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed.
Rolo.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
Okay, we did it.
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rolo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rolo. Now, let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He
grift.
continued flipping.
Only found in... Grub. Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift. In... Grub. Cart. Grift in... Griffin. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant! I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Okay, so we've got to go to Griffin's snack stand. This is very cute. Which is down here, I'm sure, right? Is this Griffin? Hey, Griffin. Did Rolo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it. Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck! It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rolo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Not again. Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. Pick up when you need a step. Near the fountain up the step. Okay. That's up here. Near the fountain up the step. Here? Here we go. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rolo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
Oh, Lumi's a boy. What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Hard? Weird. I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Okay, so... What takes flight but has no wings? Good luck, Luca. Thank you. Oh, he's there? Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said. But here. You've earned this.
Rolo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Nah. Yeah, he really crossed the line, didn't he, when he said that thing about his parents? Flight. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca. I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mum and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rolo. Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay. Apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rolo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Ah, best friends are back together. Rolo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find info about your mum. And snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Ooh, that's interesting. What's in that weird building, the Scientology-like building? Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Alright, let's go to the treehouse with Rolo, my best friend. I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Oh, okay, something's going down.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you.
Everything? Like all those jams you make?
I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure. Whatever you want. Is it going to be an explosion? What's going to happen? You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologise. I'll get my sentence out eventually. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. But there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Oh, it is an explosion. What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks.
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
It was a dragon. Wow, okay. The big chill. What the fuck?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice.
Frozen like this forever.
Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end.
Yay!
No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
I will not.
There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Alright, so this choice here, with the guy we can choose hard. Okay, we got flight or fight. Oh, I see. That's interesting. I'll come back to that. Let's do this guy. So instead of chill, someone's going to be hard cop. They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rolo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rolo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, 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 Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rolo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rolo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rolo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. No, hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
Doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rolo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good lord.
He shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rolo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rolo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began.
We need more information.
Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more?
What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival.
Now that tent was put up for the Valentines. Put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Kado can help us find it.
Let's go get some answers. Oh. And here we are at the library. This is a dang nice library.
Thanks, we work hard on it.
Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? He is too adorable. Adorable, we got a new charm. Awesome.
Oh, Kado hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys.
Is that how it works?
I just keep an eye on the place. For Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free. It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favour. I already told you and Rolo. I can't put you any higher on the waitlist for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a professional code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sorta don't know.
What do you got on the history of the town?
Here's the country record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading.
They go all the way back to the town when the town was founded.
Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8.
69, nice.
6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures.
I mean,
And
Gran's
a
definitely
report
exploding the
photos.
festival, isn't she?
Gran was the only
Unless
family
she
man
isn't.
left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop.
We have to keep digging.
If I dig another word, I'm going to end up in one of those asinine death records. Rolo Cotter lived a life, a full and wonderful life. Till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rolo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring country records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rolo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. Really, that's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like...
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
Oh, they're gonna find a clue. J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try.
Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and,
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit, J. Hartford. From the Brookfield Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right.
What is it?
J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords.
Ooh.
Mrs. Hartford is survived by her younger daughter, E. Hartford. My mum's name is Eleanor.
Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over...
Then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10.
Oh crap, Power's gonna kill me. I gotta go.
Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow.
What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement?
I'll think of something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
You've got this, Luca.
Oh, Gran is there.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Check on Mr. Tolliver in the basement. Whoa, this has just been revealed. He's gone.
Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed? Okay, now I can think. So, if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing's wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done.
Are we going to be able to get past her?
She's gone. Gran. Okay. Stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
Oh, was that jam drugged?
His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The germ. Go to sleep. We did it. Oh. Sweet boy. Oh, that's the Gran.
What did you get yourself into? Rest now. And let me handle everything.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches.
Wow, okay, and I guess we'll find out what's going on next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Beacon Pines. And we'll find out what's going on with the drug jam, the exploding festival, and all that nonsense. And who is Gran really? These questions and many more will be answered at some point. Maybe next episode. Find out later. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.